So, Insidious, where were we with part one?
Plot-wise?
Just remind me, yeah.
Just family, ghosties, other side, far away.
Properly.
Okay, I am doing it properly, right? Insidious.
I think we'll be the judge of that.
Okay. Insidious Chapter 2, not Insidious 2, Insidious Chapter 2. Mm-hmm. In a world of Insidious, it was Chapter 2. Picks up straight after the end of Insidious. Although, to be honest with you, what does Insidious actually mean?
It's like snarky.
No, seriously, what does Insidious actually mean? It sort of means sneaky, creepy, sinister, yeah. What it doesn't mean is quiet, bang! Quiet, bang! That's not insidious. That's insufferable.
If someone is insidious, they kind of wheedle their way.
Wheedle their way
That's
into
a relationship.
Okay, so the whole thing should be about a wheedling. Okay, so at the beginning of this film, and I'm not going to do a plot synopsis of the first film because we sit there watching the second film going, narratively, this is just all over the shop. So at the beginning of the second one, they're in Josh is Patrick Wilson, they're in his mum's house, and he's come back from the far away or the further away or the over the rainbow or the dark side or wherever it is.
Concentrate.
And he's come back from the dark side and he's brought something with him. In a world of darkness, he was dark. So, do you want to hear a clip?
Not especially, but I think we probably should.
Okay, here we go.
Someone attacked me.
Who?
In the living room, a woman. She hit me, and these things are back, Josh. We have to go. We gotta get the kids. And we gotta get out of the house.
No, it's not the house. You know that we've been through this before. They will follow us. You have to just not be afraid. You have to relax. You have...
I can't relax. There's ghosts everywhere. It's like we're already dead.
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is nothing like being dead. I know. I have seen it. I have seen where these things exist. They want what you have, life. But they have no power over you. All you have to do is ignore them, and they will go away.
Insidious, defined as intended to entrap or beguile, stealthily treacherous.
Stealthily.
Or deceitful.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, it does. Two things in that clip. The first one was, if you ignore them, they'll go away. And large part of me thinks, if I just ignore these films, they will go away. The other part of it is when Patrick Wilson says, this is not like being dead. Because when I was watching it, I thought, this is exactly like being dead. Here's my fundamental problem. And this is from director James Wan, who, most recently caused a big hoo-ha with The Conjuring, which inexplicably did huge business. Here's my basic problem. These are films that are made for people that don't like horror films. They're not horror films made for horror fans. They're made for people who don't like horror films, who apparently haven't seen any other horror films, and who are perfectly content to just go and watch something in which it goes quiet, bang, loudly. And Nigel Floyd described this brilliantly, and I think he's absolutely right, as cattle prod cinema. You're not scared, but if somebody prods you with a cattle, but you go, oh, like that, that's not being scared. That's like somebody coming up behind you, doing grandma's footsteps, and then shouting boo really loudly in your ear. You know what? It makes you jolt, but that's just like a Pavlov's dog reaction. And I am, as a horror fan, as a genre fan, as somebody, and the weird thing is, James Wan appears to be that. I mean, he appears to be genre literate. Certainly, he and Lee Wanell, the screenwriter, who's also in the film, are ripping off every riff from every horror film from the last 25 years. Saying, oh, that's the thing from The Changeling. That was the bit from The Shining. Oh, that's the bit from Poltergeist. But their core constituency seems to me to be people who don't like horror films, and I just, at one point, I confess, I just started to nod. And then you just start thinking, okay, fine, he's gone to the other side, there's the thing, and she's with the what's it, and then the stuff happens, and then the thing comes back, boo! And then the thing, and it just, when this particular cycle of horror films for people who hate horror films is finished, I, for one, will be very pleased. Insidious Chapter 2 will doubtless take a bunch of money. There's an interview with Patrick Wilson that says that there isn't going to be an Insidious Chapter 3, which is funny, because the end of the film sets up Insidious Chapter 3. In a world of Insidious, it was Chapter 3.
If it be in a world of insidiousness.
In a world of insidiousness, it was insipid.
Is Grandma's Footsteps the same as What's the Time, Mr. Wolf?
Yeah, very similar to that.
Is it?
Yeah.
You sort of creeping up and then... Did you hear that? That was a ghost.
It was from the dark side. Simon Mayo has been to the dark side, and he's brought something back with him.
I think it was just my stomach, actually.